Welcome along, fellow drifters, to another video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the My Page screen, the friends list and the team, or the friends functions and the team functions. Basically, this video is just going to be a revised tutorial of how to navigate the game, since a lot of the interface has changed. With these buttons on the side here, I'm not going to actually go into them. They have changed as well. So like, I won't get into all of this just yet. I will do that on another video. This will be a multi-part series where you can use this video as a reference as to where you need to go for various things and so forth. So the first things I want to get out of the way before we get into any functions is these buttons here that show up. Now, I did my best to get all of the buttons available. These are all the buttons you can see on the homepage, so or on the My Page if you get these prompts. So this gold button here, that is for free gold, Tapjoy. Now on iOS you cannot use Tapjoy at all because Apple's blocked it. That's an Apple thing. That is not a Bandai Namco problem. That is an Apple thing. So just ignore that button if you ever see it. This is the presence button. So if you click on this, it'll take you to the presence screen where you can claim your rewards. Oh, and there's another button that's just shown up here as well. So this is like the gas chance button. So it shows up saying, hey, you've got a chance to earn some free gas. And so like just telling you can earn anywhere from 600 up to 1,000 free gas by watching a video. You just press the orange button and it'll take you to a video, to an ad. I'm not going to do that right now, I'll do that later. This button here shows you your messages that are on your message wall. So if anyone sent you a message, it'll show up there. I will go through that function another time. We won't get into the profile functions today. We'll do that some other time. This shows you your activity log. It shows you like who sent you, car point support, who's sent you race challenges, who's responded back, if someone's failed to beat you in a race, if someone's successfully beat you in a race, and so on. This button here will take you to the picture book in the game, which shows all the cars. The reason the picture book icon will come up is because you've either raced a car that you haven't played against before, you've acquired a new car recently, or new cars have been added to the game and they're available to look at in the picture book. That's all that button really means. And this one here is for your expeditions. I'll get into the expeditions another day as well. But that red little tab, that red little box there on this button just shows, hey, an expedition is complete. Like check the expeditions and make sure you clear that off. So that's what that is saying there. Now, for all those buttons out of the way, I had to pre-record that before I can get on to the main stuff. Let's get into all of the home screen, friends and team stuff. Now, first, what you can see in the top left corner, you'll be able to see the current car you've got equipped, which you cannot change on the My Page. You can see what level you are, how much XP you've got, how much XP you have left to get before you level up. You can also see how much gas you've got, which if you tap on the plus button, you can see gas tanks that you can use. If you have the once a day ad bonus, you will be able to gain like half of your total capacity in gas, which usually appears above the same day limited gas 100 tanks. But because I've already used it, it won't show up. These tanks, as I've just said, are same day limited gasoline 100 tanks, or gasoline 100 as they call it. So these will only last for 24 hours, like for a full 24 hours of that day. Once it hits the next day, these gas tanks will disappear. So you need to make sure you use them before they expire. They're free. You can get them from events. You can get them from exchanges, real-time battles. You can get them from just about anywhere. But they're very helpful. Now you got the gas tank large, which you can only acquire from the shop. Those specifically have to be bought from the shop. Require gold. You cannot get them any other way. Gas tank small is a small version, so instead of 100% of your gas being filled up, it only fills up 50%. So the small gas tank, you can get it from events, you can get it from exchanges, you can get it from real-time battle, you can get it from you can get it from anywhere as well. So you can even get them from daily login rewards. You get them just about anywhere. It's just easy to acquire, doesn't involve too much work. The 100 gas tank, if you didn't guess already, it fills only 100 units of your gas. See, like, I can use this. With the amount of gasoline tanks you want to use, you can only use one small and one large at a time. With the 100s, you can choose how much you want to fill up. So you can go say, I want to fill up 2. I just gained 2 gas tank. I just gained 200 points of gas. And then if I want to go max, I can just keep pressing the 5 until it's all maxed out. Or if I just want to add 1 by 1, I can just do that. So that's how you use that. Next to that, you have your coins, how much coins you've got in total. And you also have the amount of gold you have. Now, if you press on the plus button there, it'll immediately take you to this screen. Now, normally, this would be in yen, but because I've managed to install the game through my Australian account, which was done by, as previous tutorial I've got on the channel, changing the region to Japan, downloading the game, and then changing the region back. So I can see it all in my local currency. So if you want to buy a gold set, you can press on any of these buttons and you will get the respective sets, which cost the respective amount of money. You can get gold sets all the way from $160 up to 160 gold up to 12,300 gold. For some reason, gold set A is written in full English, but every other set is written in Japanese, like with gold and the letters being the only difference, which is it's a little funny, but hey, that's just how it is. Now this button here just brings you like all the terms and stuff about buying gold. Like if you're under a certain age, you cannot buy gold. Just gives you, it's all information in Japanese about the limits and so forth. So like for example, you cannot exceed, I believe that's 9 million gold. You cannot exceed that much. Or if I'm looking at this right, I'll have to double check that later. But it looks like you won't be able to exceed over 9,999,999 gold. You can't get to 10 million. If my understanding is correct. But if it's not, I'll put a correction on the screen. And finally, in this top left corner here, you'll be able to see the car's name that you've got equipped as well, what rarity it is. If it's been limit raised, you'll also see a gear icon in the corner as well, which I will explain in another video about that brand new feature. So that's coming soon. You can also see your power and your car's fighting spirit, or fighting power as it's called. Which means, like, just depending on the car's rarity and how much it's leveled up, depends on how much your opponent's cars reduce in power. Anyway, that's for another day. On the left here, we have challenges. Now, all kinds of challenges can show up on this screen. When you first start out, you will see beginner challenges. You also see this daily tab, daily challenges, and you'll also see when there are events on, you will see event challenges, and you'll also see special challenges. Now, any challenges you have completed will disappear. Like once, if I claim all of this, okay, so this screen will not disappear. If I claim that last reward, which we will do just quickly. Now, do not worry about the garage screen. We'll get to that in another video. Let's just do this for demonstration purposes. Go back to the main page. This is what happens as well. On any screen, when you complete a challenge, the game's telling you, hey, you've just completed a challenge, go check out your challenges. So you do that. Now, if you press this button, you can claim just this individual reward, but if you press this button at the top, like I did previously, you'll be able to claim every single reward that you can possibly get at the moment. And also, if you're not sure on how to get rewards, you can always hit the hint buttons, which change to like to describe that, like, oh, you completed the task. You can actually have a look at what task it was. But basically, what you will see every single day is like win 1 battle, win 3, win 5 battles, win 10 battles, or complete an ad bonus, use the car points order once, and claim a login reward, or claim 1 login reward, and also you've got like enhance any part 1 time. So now we'll claim this, and now that I've claimed all the rewards, the completion reward for the set is now claimable. So I can tap this button, or I can tap the button at the top right there. So we'll tap this here, and now look, daily challenges have just disappeared. So the game decides, okay, you finished these, you don't need to see what you just did, it's all finished. Now, if there are any challenges you missed and expired, you'll be able to see what exactly you missed before they disappear completely after a day. So that's that there. Now, let's move on to the friends section. Now, in your friends section here, you can see every single person that you've got in your friends list. So you can just scroll through and check out all the different people you got as friends. Now, on the screen, you can do many things. You can tap on a friend's profile, and you tap on a friend, and you'll be taken straight to their profile, like this. You can use this button to send car point support, which I'll send this one. Say, Lamian13 was just sent car point support, which he'll get 50, which I do believe that gets added to your own total as well. So if we just do we'll go back to the main page. I'll explain dealership now on the screen. We'll just give this person, Bluesman, some support. So he'll get 50 car points. And if we check, and you'll get 50 car points as well. So it's a mutual benefit. Every person you send 50 car points to, you'll get it back. And if anyone sends you car points, you'll get that amount as well. Now if we go back to the friend screen, you've got 3 different buttons here. The middle one just shows this is the amount of like you've got request waiting. You've got friend request waiting. On the right button just shows any friend requests that are going out. So like if I will add back I'll load up my alt account so we can demonstrate this live. Now here's what I can do. Now so if you want to add a friend, we go to this left button here, and you can see all different kinds of people that you could potentially add as a friend. If you tap the left button, you'll be able to refresh the list of random people that you can add. If you want to look for someone by level, so like you want to have a look for a potential friend in a certain level. Let's go 387 as just a random number. Doesn't really give anyone. Let's go instead 250. Oh, there we go. We've got some people here. Funnily enough, that's an account that's an account I actually recognize. that was pretty surprising to see. Yeah, and you can just see anyone that's in level 250. If you tap the left button again, it will reset. So you go back to 250, and you can see all different kinds of people. You can go 250 again to refresh the list, and it'll bring up even more people. See, we got someone named Ricardo. See, you can have a look at these profiles, and if you want to send a friend request, you just press this button here, but I won't. If you want to look someone up, you can just simply put in their player ID. So I've unfriended my alt account just to show as an example of how the friend request process works. I will go 130351114. This is my alt account. Now I can tap on this button and send in a friend request. A request has been sent. Now on my alt account, I'll be able to see a friend request has come through. Now I can either hit yes, or I can hit no. In this case, I will hit no, but I'll demonstrate why. So I can deny the friend request, and if I check, look, it's just disappeared. The friend request is denied. Now, instead, we're going to send through our own request, which I will send that through now. And look, there's a little red indicator. A friend request was just sent through. Now, I can tap on this orange button right away to say yes, or I can go into a profile, and I've got two options here. I can hit the top button to accept it, or I can hit this red button and then hit yes to deny the request. So in this case, I'm going to accept it, and that's that. I've just gained a friend, and I've gained 5 extra gas capacity. So that's that there. That's the whole friend section. Now we'll move on to the teams. For the first half, I will have to switch over to my other alt that I have on my computer. I'll share some screenshots of how that process works, and then we'll move on to the second part. Alright fellow drifters, so for this first part we'll be looking at screenshots that I have taken on my other alt account. So we can go through this first section quickly, because this is what you will see if you aren't in a team and you are just starting out and you're looking for a team to join. When you press the team button, you will immediately see teams that you can join. So you'll be able to scroll through the list and have a look at all the different teams that you want to join. Now, if you see a team that you do want to join, you can tap on it and have a look at the team screen. So you can have a look and see what level they are, what group they're in, how many members there are, what their team ID is, their team motto, any stickers or any stamps, sorry, and their enhancement level bonuses. Now, if you like the look of the team and you want to join it, you need to press the orange button that is at the top above the members button, and the game will give you a prompt asking if you want to send a request to the team to try and join it. Now some teams will automatically add you in, other teams need you need to get approved by members or by the leaders, sub-leaders. So it's just asking, do you want to send the request through? And if you hit yes, which is on the right, it will send the request through, but be aware that once you send a request to a team or you are able to successfully join a team, you cannot leave that team leave that team for 24 hours. Once you're there, you have to wait a full day before you can get the chance to leave. Now, if you want to look for a different team instead, you can tap the button on the left, which I'll circle. That will take you to a screen where you can further narrow down teams you want to have a look at. So you can keep pressing the button on the left to constantly refresh the teams list, so you can just have a look over and over as to what team you want to have, as to what teams you want to possibly join. Now, if you tap the middle button, you will be brought to a different screen where you can actually start filtering out teams and have a look for specific teams. So you've got 3 options. You can go team level, a grade, and there's also stamps. So if you go to the team level section and tap that button there, which is circled, you'll be able to filter out the teams by whatever level. So you can just either have no filter. You can look for teams through levels 1 to 10, levels 11 to 20, levels 21 to 30, levels 31 to 40, and levels 41 to 50, which, to my knowledge, there are no teams above level 30 yet, because level 30 is the max. So it looks like we will be getting much higher team levels in future. Who knows how long that'll take though. It'll probably take quite a while before we get those levels. So you can tap one of those buttons, and once you tap on the specific level range, it will only show you teams with those levels. You can then go to the grade filter, which you can pick what grade teams you want to have a look at. So if you look at teams that are in grade E, grade D, grade C, grade B, or grade A, you can filter those through. And then lastly, you can tap on the stamps. You can tap on the stamps filter, which is circled in the image there, and you'll be able to just select different kinds of stamps of what you're looking for in a team. And then once you finish with your selections, you can tap the button at the bottom to confirm your filters, and it'll only show teams based on those filters. Now, you do need to be careful when combining multiple filters, because if the system cannot find a team based on your picks, nothing will show up. So it's best advised, if you're gonna look for a team this way, you can just use one filter at a time, like just go by levels, or go by grades, or even go by stamps. Just one filter at a time to narrow your options down and not get rid of every single team option possible. The other option is Team ID, which I don't have a screenshot of, unfortunately, but I won't need to demonstrate because it works exactly the same as the player ID. So all you do, you tap on Team ID and it opens up a box and you can enter a Team ID in. So as in the previous screenshot of a team example that I showed off, their ID is 6661. So if you typed in that ID 6661 and you press OK, it'll show just that team, and you can click on that team and you can have a look through. So if you know a team's ID, you can use that button, type it in, enter it, and away you go. You can have a look and possibly try and send a request through if you possibly can. Now, if you don't want to join a team and you want to make one instead, you can tap the orange button and it will take you to the team creation process. Now you've got a couple of different options you need to do. So first, you'll have to put in a team name. The maximum characters you can use is 10, which is a combination of letters and numbers. So you can put in your team name there. You can also put in stamps, so like to show off to other players, like what you're looking for in prospective team members. Or you can just leave that blank. That's completely up to you. And then once you're happy with your choices, you can press the orange button to confirm the creation of the team, which will cost you 200,000 coins. Now, you have to keep in mind, if you're not active for 2 weeks and you are the leader of the team, your leader privileges will be transferred automatically to the most active member in the team. So if you don't log in for a certain period of time, you will lose your leadership and it will go to the most active team member. Keep that in mind if you do want to run a team. Now, with that all out of the way, let's get into the main portion of the teams. Now, for the second half of teams, if you're in a team, hit the team button, you'll be able to see your whole team here. So you'll be able to see top left, the logo of the team, what level your team is, the name of the team, what group it is, or what group it's in. You also be able to see the member count. You also be able to see the team ID as well. Now, because I'm a team captain, I'm able to see different options compared to members. So members may not be able to do certain things. So like with this one here, this is your team's internal slogan. So when your team members check out the team stats, they will see this little message here: let's power on, fellow aces. And so if I want to, I can change this message to whatever necessary, and this is what the team will see constantly every time they check the team section. There is also stickers, which this just helps highlight to other players like what your team is based about, what's it looking for, and so forth. So you can use all these different stickers. There's an Alfa Romeo sticker. Hey, that's cool. I didn't even notice that. Well, there you go. But yeah, these are all your stickers there. So you can go cars. You can go like, what rank you guys are looking for. Like beginners, or anyone's open. You go fast pace, slow pace, or medium pace. whether you guys give out max support, whether you guys like to race lots, or whether you're just all chill and laid back. That's what these stickers communicate in Japanese. If you can understand this, use it to your advantage. I don't use it because it's not particularly for my team. We all communicate on our own Discord server, so we don't really have anything we're advertising there. Plus, we're full, we're not taking any more members. Now, in the bottom, you may notice there are different part icons and levels. This indicates the enhancement bonus the team is currently getting from all 6 part areas. So you got engine, acceleration, or engine transmission, tires, nitrous, ECU, and then other parts. Now, looking on the right here, first option we have is the message board. So the message board, we can the team can post various messages here. Currently there's nothing, because we haven't really used the message board since the previous Team Battle Royale event. But if I tap this top message here, I can type in any message I want to. So I can go, hello, I can hit enter, and it will show up. So let's go, hello YouTube. And look at that, my message shows up. And then now, if you send your own message, you can delete it if you want to. If you're a team captain, I do believe if you're a team captain, you're allowed to delete other members' messages. I do believe sub-leaders are allowed to as well. I cannot confirm that, however. I will have to double check those settings later on and write a clarification on screen whether that's possible or not. And if I want to as well, I can use stickers. So I can send any stickers if I really want to. Like if I wanted just for funsies. You know, send something through, say something cute. They're cute little stickers. They're adorable, I will say that. They are very adorable. Like Namiko, you got Hiroshi, you've got Toko, you've got Haruka, and you've even got the other characters as well. You've got the Emperor, you've got Hyuga, you've got Virginia, you've got a whole bunch of characters here. It's cool. And this last button here is just the reload button. If you press this over and over, you can constantly refresh this page and see if a new message pops up, which at the moment it won't. The second button here, this is your team. This is a screen where you can upgrade your team. So you can upgrade the team level and upgrade all these bonuses as well. They cost a lot of coins. Currently, for everything maxed, we had to use 1 billion coins and 43 million coins just to max this out. Which it took quite a bit, like a massive combined effort. If I press this button here, I can see a log of like who's put coins through to enhance certain bonuses and what the log is. But since nothing has happened in quite some time, there's nothing here at all. And next to the amount of coins that I myself have contributed, which was 121 million, there's also this button here which it can't be used, and I've got a weird highlight prompt, so I can't do it again for some reason. But anyway, that bit that I was highlighting, that's where you would watch an ad bonus for free coins. So you can watch that and give a small contribution to the team through ads, which is cool. Now, the third button is the member list. So if you're looking at your team, you can go to the member list and look through the entire team, and you can send car support as well to your teammates. So I can send through this, bang, support's just been sent through. Now I know some of these guys are inactive, but that's alright, we're not that heavy of a team, we're pretty chill. Yeah, good team. So you can sort by like who's most active at the moment. You can sort by the join date as well, like who was the first to join and so forth. So I can change this. It's like I was the first one to join because I'm the captain, and then other people did follow. You can also change by driver level as well, up and down. You can sort by power, who's got the most powerful cars and who's got the weakest car. And you can also sort by who's donated the most coins for the team. You can see here, Legend, shout out to him, he put through a lot of coins. And I know I did get some outside help with the coins, but yeah, he did put in the most, so kudos to him. I forgot to mention you can do similar things for friends as well. If we just quickly cut to that. Cutting to the friends here. Same thing with the teams. You can sort by active to inactive. You can sort by the day you made friends of them. So like N7 Rise was the first person like in this list that was added. The list has changed over time, but as of current, of all the friends I've got, he was the first one according to this list. So then we've got other people here that were slowly added over time. And as we can see, my alt account was the last to be added. You can also sort by driver level as well, and you can also sort by power as well. Pretty darn cool, I will say that. And there we go back to who's most recently active. There we go. Now, cutting back to the teams, since we are finished with the oh no, we're not finished with the member section yet, sorry. We've got 3 buttons at the bottom. If you are a captain or a sub leader, or if members are allowed to scout for people, you can use these options. So, the one on the left, if this will load, this is where you can search for team members. So you can search through random people, just like the friends list. You can search through randoms. You can search by level, and you can also search by player ID. If you want to add someone, you can go to their profile, or you can just click on the button here and you go scout. But since the team is full, the request will not go through. Well, let's see if it will, as there's some funnies. Let's see. Okay, so the request did go through. And what will happen if we go to... Oh. No. The request did not go through, I don't think. Interesting. Let's see. No, let's try it with my alt account. We'll see what happens. So we go profile. On my alt. I'll put in my alt's details here. Okay, so it's saying so this is saying it's not going to add this person to the team because they are already in a team. Anyway, then we got the 2 buttons here, so you can see like who's been scouted, like who you sent requests to, and you're just waiting for them to accept. And then on the right screen here, we'll be able to see who sent a request through, which the team captains, the sub leader if the settings permit, and regular members if the settings permit as well, can accept or deny. Mainly, it's best preferred if you're making a team, you keep the settings to just captains only, which we will get to that in just a moment. This screen here highlights your team's activity, so you can see like if every month or if every week rankings that have been submitted through, what rank position the team was at, and if we scored any emblems, and so on. So it's just a little log of the team itself and how it's doing overall. If we go here to the settings, this is where the heart and soul of team is. So on the top left button is your emblem. So here is where you can change your team emblem's look. So you can add. So you can add. Let me just have a look through a second here. You can add a symbol. Sorry, yeah, I was just trying to read. I was just trying to read this, which it clicked in my head now. So you can add a symbol. So like if I really want to, I can add on that. And then if I hit this button here, it'll give me a confirmation as to whether I want to save this or not. In this case, I'm going to go no for the time being, because I don't want to add that on. And if I want to get rid of that change, I can just go no image. There's nothing there. And as always, if I click on that and I back out, it's not going to save anything. So that's another way you can get rid of it. But then there's the background, which so a Facebook image is set as a background. And then you can add these emblems on top, which helps you put in these trophies if you want to show off your progress, like your team's progress, like how well your team's done. Otherwise, you can just use the game's preset backgrounds, which, if you notice, there are some game references in here. Like you've got the Tower of Jiraga, you've got Galaga, you've got Mappy, you've got Dig Dug, you've got Galaxian as well. Really cool references to other Namco games. Yeah, so if you want to show off your like what your favorite Namco game is, like if you manage to get the emblem, by all means do it. And I do believe there's other references as well. Okay, that's an emblem I have not seen in quite a while. I have not seen at all. A symbol. That's cool. I will say that's pretty cool. I like it. It looks nice. Not something I'd use for my team though. But hey, if you like it, then add it. That's another reference. I can't remember what Namco reference that is to, but the game's filled with Namco references because it's made by Bandai Namco. It's just absolutely full of references. It's crazy. It's great. All right, then we have the team comment, which this is what every other team will see. So this is what every other person will see. So anyone that looks at Scarface, so like they go to my profile, then they go to they check out my team, they will see the slogan "Fighting Enemy Squadrons." That's what they'll see. So like if I want to, I can just click on that, click on the box, and then I can, add some extra stuff. I can change it if I want to, and then I can hit that, and it'll save the comment. Now this is the leader section. Now, unless you want to change leaders, do not use this option. Like if you're the leader and you want to change leaders, this is what you use. So you can't select yourself because you're already leader. But if you want to transfer leadership, you can go to any member and hit this button here. It will give you a confirmation as to whether you want to change leadership or not. Once you hit yes, you cannot undo it unless the new leader gives you the leadership back. Now, the same goes for sub leader, which shout out to Jolyu, he is our current sub leader. Now, the leader cannot be sub leader, so you can't select yourself. You can't be both. What you can do, so there's two options you can do. You can pick someone. See, it's giving me a confirmation. It's like, you've picked Alonso, are you sure you want to make them sub-leader? I can go yes, it'll change. Or I go no. And also there's Jolyu as well. If I don't want him as a sub-leader, I can hit the remove button, which it's asking you, you picked Jolyu, do you want to remove him as a sub-leader? And I can go yes, or I can go no. But in this case, I'm not going to go no, because our team needs a sub leader, and yeah, we need a sub leader, and I'm not going to change sub leaders just for this video. That would not be right of me. All right, now here's where the other settings comes in. Now, with the scanning option, you can change the scanning option to anything. So members can scout for people only, or you can change it from all members to captain and sub leader, or leader and sub leader, or leader only. This here as well. Sorry, I'm just having a bit of trouble reading this. So if I just pull out my camera and translate this, membership approval. That's it. Okay, so if someone is requesting to get added into the team, you can change these settings to however you want. So you can go, let's see, if I just double check the options again. Alright, so you can go leader, automatic approval, so as soon as someone requests to join the team, they're automatically added in. You can change it to leader and sub-leader only. You can change this to all members allowed to accept or deny people. And then you've also got unable to accept. So if I hit this, no one, even if a spot frees up, no one that sends through a request is allowed to join. So pretty much, yeah, joining the team now becomes impossible. So if they look for our team and if they look for your team and they try to get in, the system will just tell them, no, you're not allowed to send a request to this team, you're not allowed to join. That's what that does. Then we also have this button here. This is the inactivity button. So, the inactivity setting. So this determines how long it takes until a team member is kicked. So you've got, if someone hasn't been active in over 30 days, they get automatically kicked. If they haven't been active in 15 days, haven't been active in 7 days, or you just go none if you don't want anyone to be kicked regardless of how long they've been inactive. So if you prefer an active team, you can change these settings to be like, okay, I want anyone that's been inactive for 15 days or more, kick them, and it applies that setting constantly from that point onwards. And the last setting here is we have the member kicking. So this setting here, whoops, if I'm able to look at the screen properly. Okay, there we go. Yep. Sorry, looking through my other device's camera for Google Translate. So I do remember most of the settings, but some I have forgotten, so I just need to quickly refresh my memory. So this setting here just changes who is allowed to kick people from the team. Currently, only I'm able to kick the leader, so because I've picked. Okay, phone's being weird again with the highlight option. Well, look, forget about that. Okay, so yeah, so only the leader is allowed to kick at the moment. I can change this to leader and sub-leader, which would then give the sub-leader authority to kick people if they really want to. But yeah, that's what that setting is for. Just changing who's allowed to kick and who's not. So the scouting option, look, if you want other people to find members for you, you can. We can change that to leader. See, as you can see, the settings have been changed. And then there is one last button at the bottom, which is only relevant for people that want to leave the team. Because look, sometimes, hey, you don't like the team you're in and you want to call it quits, hit that button there. It will give you confirmation. If you want to leave, you go yes or no. If you are a team leader, one of two things either happen. It'll either tell you, hey, you're not allowed to leave because no other team member is a leader, or what will happen is it'll follow this process. So if you leave, if there's a sub-leader, the sub-leader gets promoted to leader. If there is no sub-leader, the most active member gets assigned leader. That's what happens when you leave a team. So that way, teams just can't be completely abandoned when the team is full. If you're the only member in the team and you leave, that whole team is disbanded, and the team won't exist anymore. So that's what happens if you leave while you're the only member left in the team. So that's that there. Oh, and you can see in the log, you can see I've messed around with the settings. So that's what log does as well. If the team settings change, it'll show you, okay, who's changed the settings. And because I'm the leader, my profile icon shows up there saying, oh, Coolsy101 has changed this setting here to this. So I've changed the membership approval setting to unable to join, and I've changed the scouting option to leader only. So there's that. Now, last two buttons, we have team ranking, which this highlights the previous events. Well, this highlights the current event that you're in. Currently, what's going on is a boss battle. So, in every event that you can earn points in, I do believe time attacks count as well. Teams can actually get rewards. So, whatever position your team places in, every single member in the team will get these rewards. So, currently, if my team finishes in the top 1,000, every single member will get 100,000 coins and 200 car medals. And also, I can have a look through and see, okay, these are all the top teams. Honey Bunny, that's a lot of points. 238 million. So, like, their team is pushing quite hard. Well, some of the members are. Might not be all of them, but quite a number of members are pushing hard. So, good luck to them. But yeah, it just shows you all the different teams. You can have a look through these teams as well. Oh, when you're in a different team, like when you're looking at a different team, you can look at other team settings as well. So actually see, look, this team here, Goodfellas, any one of their members can scout. Any one of their members can add people. No one gets kicked for inactivity, and only the leader and the sub leader can kick people. So you can actually see what settings other teams have. So you can have a look through all these teams. If you click on your own team, you'll go back to that screen there. Whoops! Okay, the screen's black at the moment. Not sure why. Oh, there it is. There we go. The garage is later back up. Alright. Okay, last. Oh, wait, back to team rankings. So yeah, so if you click on your own team and then hit the back button, you will go back to the main page. To the My page. Here you can look at the weekly team rankings. So this is where you can earn symbols and backgrounds. That looks like Rally X. Cool stuff. And then another game. But anyway, so weekly team rankings, you will see this in place of. So if we go back, so when you go to team rankings, you will normally see this. When an event is on, you'll see the screen. We'll go back to this in just a moment. The last button you can click on is team member ranking, so I can see every single member that is in our team and racing in the event, and we can see our positions. So currently, good on Mitsubishi, he's in 54th place with 34 million points. Kudos to you, buddy. Go for it. So yeah, looks really cool. He's pushing quite hard for the latest car. But yeah, hey, you can have a look through. You can cheer on your teammates. You know, it's cool to see everyone's individual progress. And you can also see on the screen here where you actually rank out of all your team members that have played so far. Before you even go to the screen, which the screen just gives you more detail of who's got what points and so on. Now, if you click on this button here, this just gives you info about the event and what happens. So you can see like what bonuses and stuff you can get. So because it's a boss battle, it's giving you information about boss battle events and how they work. That's all in Japanese. You don't need to know. If you need to know more about boss battles, you can go to my boss battle event guide and get all the information from there. The process has not changed. Nothing has really changed at all about how boss battle events work. When boss battle events do change significantly, I will update that guide and make a new one. And now we get on to weekly ranks. So this is your team's weekly ranking. There are different classes or groups. The Group E, Group D, Group C, Group B, and Group A. Depending on how well your team performs, depends on which group you are in. At the moment, our team is in Group A, so we get 100 battle points at the end of every week. And on the left, we can see how much ranking score that all the members combined have, and where we place amongst the total teams. So out of 17,143 teams this week, we place in 348th, which is nuts. And we can also see how much total battle points our team has, which we have 7,790. Which, hey, not bad. Not bad at all. And we can also see, it looks like we have 210 more battle points until we get a new symbol and a new background. Pretty cool stuff. If we click on this left button here, we can see like the current top 10 teams and where your own team ranks. If we hit this button here, we can see last week's rankings and where our team placed last time. Last week, our team placed in 266. Not bad. And this is where we place this week, at the moment. Once it's the end of the week, then it carries on over and it starts all over again. Oh, excuse me, sorry. If you hit the middle button, you can see what these groups represent and like how much points you'll get overall. So every team always starts out in Group E. If you're in Group D, you're in the top 50% of teams and you get 15 points or battle points. If you're in the top 30% of teams, you'll be in the Group C. You'll be in Group C, you'll get 40 battle points for your team. If your team is in the top 15%, you get 60 battle points for the team. And if you're in the top 5% of all teams, you will get 100 battle points. Now, if your team works hard, you can get into the top 5% constantly. And if you're in the top 5%, it's a good achievement getting into the top 5%. Where your medal's really tested is in team battle royales. That's a whole another thing. I haven't quite made a guide on that simply because it's quite complex of an event, because it relies on team coordination and so on, and I just haven't really been able to make a video about it at all. I might make one in the future, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. And lastly, we have team member rankings. So we can see who's got the most ranking score at the moment for this week. So I'm in 4th place. Mitsubishi, because he's pushing hard in the event, he's in 1st place. We're going to have a look through the entire team here of everyone that's raced. And then if I want to have a look at last week, I can go back and have a look at last week here. So we can see more people there. Really cool stuff. And finally, the last button, excuse me, sorry, is previous event rankings. Now, yes, time attacks do count. Okay, so you can see through all different events here that have been through the ringer, which missing one event, but once a survival run event starts, if it starts next after this boss battle, then we would have all the current event types in a single screen, which, hey, is pretty cool. So yeah, we've got boss battle. We got the initially boss battle event. That's where our team ranked. I was 2nd. It was a pretty tough fight, I will say. We got battle royale, which battle royales. The team doesn't get points. Okay, so although time attack and like battle royale and that pops up in team rankings, your team won't get points in that event. Team battle royale. This is the full-on team-focused event, which we fought hard. We got 113th, which I'm pretty proud of my team for doing that. We almost hit top 100. Nuts. It would have been our first, but we got close. We did well. There's a boss battle again. We have National Conquest. The team does not get points for that, so that's skipped. Then we got Time Attack. Team does not get points for that as well. That gets skipped. I do believe Survival Run does not give you team points as well, so that one gets skipped as well. But yeah, if you want to look through the team's previous events, you can look through all these buttons here and see, okay, like who got what rank, and so on. So like you can even have a look through team battle royales that have happened before, and just see what the results all those events were. So, that is going to be all for this first video here. I will say, looking at my computer, looking at that recording time, this was quite a long one. I've got to make sure I chop this up as much as I can, shorten it up. Next part of the tutorial will be based on we'll do the garage screen, because I know with the garage screen I want to get into the new stuff that's been released, so on. The garage screen is quite big, so I'll be focusing on that. And before this video ends, if you have a look at these banners here, which you might have been noticing from the start, the one on the left highlights the current event, so you can have a look at that news banner there and look at all the details of the event. The one on the right here, the one that's scrolling, the ticker, you can see like all latest events that are currently happening, or feature stuff. Like this is like the White Day special event that's going on, special gold order that's going on, another special gold order that's going on with an 8-star car in it, crazy, brand new parts order, another special order. Also got an event schedule. So like any events that have, like I said, when an 8-star car gets released and all the events that are listed up, you can you'll be able to see straight from the home page all the different events. Then we've also got the high spec festival banner. We've also got the spirits tickets. These banners will always, the spirits tickets banner will always be there, so you can just quickly tap on that, gives you information about that. Then we've also got Drift Spirits tutorials, which that's all in Japanese. You can ignore that if you want to. The Drift Spirits soundtrack. If you want to get the soundtrack, you can tap on that and download it. I don't know if it'll work outside of Japan. It might. You'll just have to give it a try. And also you can follow the Twitter account. If you tap on that, it will take you straight to Twitter, and you can follow the Drift Spirits account from there. So that is all for this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next part.